Hey Patreon, once again guys, thanks for your support. So I'm going to be jumping into the Minnesota playbook. This is similar to the Green Bay playbook that we looked at last year. If you haven't seen that, there's going to be a lot of the same plays. There's some really better plays in this playbook that makes the scheme a little bit more interesting. I want to give you a red zone scheme right out of the gate to give you a way to attack your opponent down the red zone. We're going to just go ahead and do this at the 2-yard line. The formation we're going to be looking at is going to be the deuce close. What's cool about the deuce close is you also can access this close with this wing close formation and then the wing slot. So you can access a couple other formations really quickly that you can kind of expand on. But we're going to show you deuce close only. Now, our audibles are going to be the following. We've got basically stick, the halfback weak zone, flood play, which is really cool. It's got an angle route with the tight end, and you could flip this on both sides, and you really won't give your opponent a tell. And then you got the halfback stretch. Now, this scheme really clicks around play action slide Y screen, and this is the play that we're going to use. Now I'm going to run against random plays, so basically this means I'm going to get a bunch of different random looks. But what I like to do with this particular play is I want to work this wide receiver Addison, this slant route right here. Now what I do with this is I slide this guy out, and if the defender actually goes ahead and slides up and gets off the press animation, a lot of times I can go and throw that and get an easy completion. Now, what's cool about this is that you can go ahead and find out where there might be an advantage on the box wise to go and throw against less defenders. So if you feel like you can do better opportunity, if you go and flip it, you flip the play, slide the guy out, and you actually can go and throw it and get this little easy completion. So it makes it difficult for your opponent to kind of pick up any kind of tendencies with it. That's what I do like about it. Now you've also got this screen underneath. I don't really throw that. I'm really looking for this route by the wide receiver Addison, but you can throw this screen route on the backside. It is something you can jump into, and also the routes by the tight end. Watch Oliver. Sometimes he'll actually get into kind of a unique little spot. So I'm forcing it in there. I really want to go ahead and just show you the other plays that we're going to build around this. Now, flood is actually really good because you can give your opponent some type of window dressing. Now you see how Hawkinson is on an angle route. We got Addison on a drag. What you can do is slide out Jefferson. It kind of gives the opponent, like I think that he's going to be going off to the left. And what you can do is you can hit this little angle route on the back side. So you slide out from one side to the other, and then you get that window dressing on the back side. So we're going to flip this, run basically flood, motion this guy out, give some window dressing to our opponent, and you've got Oliver that might be able to go ahead and get on the back side of that. Where you can catch him off guard. So that's what's cool about this. Now, you've also got your built-in run plays that you can use against your opponent. I used to use stick a lot, and it used to be really good as a play that you can quick snap into. I don't think it's as consistent as it used to be, but it was something I used a lot in previous Maddens because for some particular reason the defenders, the wide receivers will get in front of the defenders against certain types of play styles. But you've also got the stretch play. You can go ahead and motion the guy out, do the stretch play. So it kind of gives you the ability to run the ball against your opponent. So that's what what's kind of cool about this. You can motion the guy out on the opposite side with the stretch. Motion the guy out. He's kind of probably look over to the right. And now you've got the stretch play that you can use against your opponent. So if he starts cheating to that, you can do that. And obviously you have the inside zone, which might be a little bit better, to use against your opponent. But this is what's cool about this particular play is that you can catch your opponent off guard with this, and you've got a pretty consistent way to attack your opponent when it comes to running the ball and actually going ahead and throwing the ball in the end zone. So I'd probably run the ball with this formation. In a situation where I'm just trying to, maybe it's like a first and goal or something like that, or second goal, where I can give up a couple of downs and distances. But this is what I do like about this scheme. So this is something you could throw into your scheme to be really effective with it. I would say go into lab and check it out. It's in multiple different playbooks. There's also some pretty cool plays too that you can go ahead and audible into. One play that I've used before is the bunch play with a trail. In particular, this one, the bunch open offset. Typically, what I like to do is I like to come out of like an RPO bubble or some type of an RPO. So you could probably do basically this play, which will be the RPO scream. And what I like about it is you've got basically this wide trail play, and we're going to look to Addison when he cuts back, because a lot of times he's just going to get defenders out of the area. So you can see he was wide open, just didn't catch the ball. It's a lot to do with my mechanics in throwing this. You've also got basically a streak route by Jefferson. Take a peek at that. I could throw that. Threw it wrong. I probably could have did a slant underneath that guy because he had leverage. But let's go ahead and watch Addison and how that can be an easy completion. So that's just a lot of other stuff. I'd say using that, you can go down to the down in the end zone with that deuce close formation. So that's what I do like about it. So wanted to share this with you. This is something you guys can do down in the red zone. It works and play now. It does definitely work online, but your opponent's going to start picking up in your tendencies. But I would use this down inside the 5-yard line when it comes to red zone plays. So once again, guys, thanks for your support. Until next time.